Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to opening night here for the Saguaro SaberCats basketball team. My name is Keaton Thomas. I'll be doing play-by-play here tonight.
My name is Niall Rosenberg. I'll be your color commentator.
And we are right into the action here. Saguaro, the SaberCats taking on the Mustangs here of Sahuarita. The Saguaro and Sahuarita, say that 3 times fast. I know I won't be able to.
No, don't ask me to do it either. No way.
But again, we're right into the action here with number 5, Pierce Harrington, taking it up the court here for the SaberCats.
Yeah, a lot of early physical contact coming from the side of the Mustangs.
Haley takes the 3, no good. Rebounded, though. And these guys are scrappy mentality. They talked about it this weekend, dog mentality, so you're going to see a lot of that on the defensive side of the ball. But with Sahuarita, the Mustangs, we're just calling them the Mustangs from now on, they're trying to kind of erase last year's deficit. A 70-point loss last season. I don't think they want to do that again.
76 in particular, but, I mean, you can see it already right there. Another great defensive play. They are all over these SaberCat dribblers and playing really tough defense right now.
It's going to be Armani Bennett passing it to the wing there to number 1. It's going to be DeRoz's first points of the season. Go to Bentley Elrod.
Yeah, Elrod with a great steal. Defense turns to offense quickly.
And again, you're going to see that these guys are hound dogs, already generating turnovers. And one, Nas Haley getting in front of his student section and getting hype immediately.
Yeah, leading scorer of this program last season as a freshman, 13.6 points per game. Getting started early. You see they're running a quick 2-3 zone and pressing up top there. As soon as they cross that half-court line, Haley and Hines are right all over these Mustangs.
And they're going to be really quiet here, so we've got to be quiet ourselves. No good there, so 4-0. As Bennett's going to get the rebound and take it up the court, but he's going to be met immediately out there. Nas Haley's going to keep him busy all day.
And you can see number 22, Joe Miller. He'll play right at the top of the free throw line right now in the middle of that zone.
Really nowhere to go, like a forest of limbs, unable to navigate this Saguaro defense. A little bit of a loose ball. 3's up. No good.
Yeah, just great ball movement at the end to get the ball to the wide open guy. I mean, it was poked around a lot, but the SaberCat defense, I mean, man, you are not going to be able to move the ball effectively.
And not going to count, but it's going to be a travel there on Joe Miller, one of the 2 senior starters here today for the SaberCats.
Yeah, Miller really bringing, there's not that big height. I mean, Elrod and Miller are your guys, but they're both 6'5", but one of the taller guys. He'll play a lot on the inside. You saw there he was trying to drive. Unfortunate to come away with the travel.
And Harrington, another steal. This defense generating many extra possessions as Pierce Harrington getting started early. Running cuts to our quick timeout here. Taking a quick listen in on the huddle with Coach Lucas Ramirez. Let's take a quick listen in.
Listen. Hey, we're going to get whatever we want in transition. We got to be more disciplined on defense. We don't have guys running out. We have guys standing around. You got to have active feet. I heard Coach Brock. You got to have active feet, okay? Chop them. Get moving. Guys, deflection opportunities, pick sixes everywhere. But you got to be active, all right? Pick up your energy on defense. Hey, and last time the ball was inbounded, no one picked him up until half court. That's not what we do. Pick up the ball right away. Let's go to work.
And you heard it right there. They are up 6-0. There are 0 points on the board for the Mustangs, and they're still preaching this defensive mentality that, no, we can be better. And that's something I honestly admire.
And one of the biggest things that I really pointed out, or I found really interesting, is that the ball, the inbounded, why is nobody on them until half court? They want to press. They want to make sure there is no breathing room for the Mustangs, and that's not what we do. What they do is that they get in your face, and they're not going to make you have any easy baskets so far tonight.
No breathing room. They hunt like a pack of hungry wild dogs, hungry wild SaberCats, actually. So they talked about dog mentality, but they're the SaberCats, so I was a little confused on that. As you see right there, that dog mentality, again, another quick, easy bucket for this SaberCats, Pierce Harrington.
Yeah, now they're doing the full court presses. You can see right now they're making sure, again, no breathing room. And there is no inbound opportunity.
Making it miserable for the Mustangs right now.
I mean, Coach Ramirez immediately jumps out of his seat right there. He loves those turnovers. And, I mean, just easy possessions, what you can do on defense to generate more offense.
Exactly there. Inbounds, of course, to Hines. Going for that cross-court pass, intercepted, though.
Yeah, you don't really like those. Obviously, Coach Ramirez throwing his hands up after that play. The cross-court passes, not ones that are going to work most of the time.
Again, you're going to see Armani Bennett doing a lot of the point guard action here today. And he'll get the first points for the Mustangs to start. And almost a lane steal, trying to catch him off guard. Instead, it's going to be a fast break and a quick layup. Not good, but the foul.
The ability to draw fouls of Haley so far tonight is great. He goes up with such strength and athleticism that, I mean, the real only way to stop him is to foul. I mean, we saw him miss the free throw earlier on, so if that's something that you want to cause somebody to do, obviously you can get into the bonus pretty easily that way, but, I mean, Haley at the line, he's strong. And right there, I mean, the Mustangs were trying to give the Sabercats a taste of their own medicine, almost getting the steal back on Sabercats' side of the floor, but it's strong, and there's going to be a lot of hustle and athleticism so far tonight.
And again, they're so pesky.
Definitely.
That is the word of the day to describe this Sabercat defense is pesky.
They're all over you.
As they're going to go up 10-0 here, 5 minutes remaining here in the first. Jones is going to inbound it in. And they'll take it up the court. Epling getting that rebound. He's getting trapped immediately.
Just immediate. They're on the ball.
They are hounding them. Are they going to be able to make it across court? No.
And Haley's hands got a little too in, trying to get the ball.
But look at
RJ's hands.
But look at the bench. Look at the bench energy from the Saguaro bench. They are absolutely ecstatic right now. Electric. Get the inbound pass to Miller. Miller at the long two. No good. Rebounded by the Mustangs. And again, meeting them immediately is Nas Haley. Again, another deflection and another off of the ref. It's going to be Mustang ball. I've never seen that, a ball going off of the ref.
No, I mean, it's just active hands, really is what it is. It's making sure that, I mean, we heard Coach Ramirez talk about it in the timeout. There's lanes there. You can get pick sixes. You can deflect the pass. I mean, they're not holding on to the ball really well.
Another foul, though. Pierce Harrington getting his first foul of the game here.
I mean, there's obviously those situations where you could end up drawing a lot of fouls in these types of situations, but right there, I mean, you want to keep your hands active. You want to make sure that there's no comfortability when they dribble.
And you're just looking all over the court. This off-ball defense is absolutely suffocating here. Pierce Harrington, again, on the fast break and the bucket. He's been on fire here today.
Head coach Daryl Jones in a charge, but strong up from Harrington leads to a great basket.
It's going to be Epling once again taking it up the court to Chamberlain, who's going to drill one. And immediately a timeout from Ramirez. We're going to get another quick listen in, see their reaction to the last 4 minutes or so of this quarter.
I'm talking all the time. Hey, listen. This is we fix it. You got to talk more. If you think you're talking, be louder. That means your teammate can't hear you. All right. But bottom line, ball pressure is not where it needs to be. Okay, right on the catch, you meet them there. They're picking that thing up. They're dead. Force them to take one dribble. They're dead. Okay. Just pick up your intensity defensively right now. That's all we're asking. It's going to work.
And it's the same message, even with this intensity on defense we've seen. They want more.
I mean, I've counted 3 or 4 turnovers already, and intensity is not enough. I think there's one thing that's always said by a lot of coaches, but sometimes it never really happens, is we're going to out-hustle the other team. We're going to outwork the other team. And right now it's what the Saguaro Sabercats are able to do so far.
Looks like it's going to be Elrod on the inbounds to Harrington. Harrington has been the offense here tonight thus far. And they're taking a look. They're trying to diagnose what the Mustangs are going to show them on defense here before they even get up the court. As Harrington slow dribbles up with 3:49 here remaining in the first quarter. Law pass to Haley for 3. No good. It's going to be rebounded by the Mustangs. And they're going to quickly take it up the court. Miller meeting again. Again, these guys are pesky. No open shots. Almost another deflection there.
Now they're back in more man, meeting them at the outside perimeter.
Went for the lane steal. Nothing going. Going to be a foul. And we're going to get some Mustang free throws. Much better showing here from Sahuarita here in this first quarter as opposed to last season.
Yeah, Jones at the free throw line. I think there's a lot of better ball movement so for the past couple of possessions for the Mustangs, and the ability to drive in the middle. Like, they're going to get met immediately when they have the ball. So it's all about the off-ball movement if you're the Mustangs offense. And at the same time, the Saguaro defense, they're going to try and get these cuts. You know what they're going to try and do. And so you just have to pay more attention to really what's going on.
For sure. Smith Betts checking in for Saguaro there as they're going to make the free throw 12-6. You got some of the bench unit coming in here for the SaberCats. Pierce Harrington manning the offense still. Quick shot down the court, and nothing going there.
Yeah, it's a lot of these cross-court passes we've seen already with a couple turnovers. It seems to be a little bit of ball movement issues, which it's still, obviously, first game of the season, very early on. I mean, the ball movement is going to be perfect immediately.
These are the things you want to improve on first game, though. Get
100%.
these out right now. Smith Betts immediately sending pressure. The midi, no good. Rebounded by Hines. He's going to take it up the court. Get to his spot at the mid-range, and one, Justice Hines.
And they were just playing offer. The Mustangs, they didn't meet him. As we saw on the other side with Mariners, he wants his defense to meet. Mustangs right there did not meet Hines. It just gave him a free elbow shot that he sinks down.
A little midi elbow shot there, made famous by guys like Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Kobe Bryant, all of these mid-range specialists. Kevin Durant, just to name a few.
You got to probably go a little farther back than those guys.
Of course. Free throw no good, but a rebound, offensive rebound, and we got a jump ball. So that's a win, in my mind, by the SaberCats there. Offensive rebound by Elrod, sending it for a jump ball. Oh, no, they're going to go ahead and say Mustang ball. Apologies.
Jump ball, they had the possession on the side of the Mustangs, so they get the ball back.
Again, this intense defense as you get another deflection and another steal. Hines this time. Quick pass, dishes in, and a quick layup for Nas Haley.
What a great no-look pass from Justice Hines. He's going towards the side. It looks like he's going to kick it out, but instead goes inside. I mean, you're not going to get an easier shot from Nas Haley.
And again, these are just dog mentality, meeting you all the way up the court, and they're going to make you exhausted here.
Hines averaged 2.5 steals last season.
It's going to be Saguaro ball here. And there you go. That's more familiar for the SaberCats, this sort of stop.
Yeah, I think Jones is going to a little unhappy with that call, is that he moves after he gives the pass off. He kind of give a little chip to Haley, a moving screen.
And these are the type of calls you're going to get early in the season. You're trying to kind of see your offense against real competition in real games now, seeing how that operates here.
Haley's open in the corner. Nobody's finding him.
Quick shot. There's the corner shot. No good. Rebound. Unbelievable. Oh, my goodness. Pierce Harrington.
The airtime he got on that putback is impressive.
And another loose ball. They're going to go for it. And they're going to go ahead and call a quick timeout. 18-16 Saguaro. As we're going to take it to our field correspondent, our courtside reporter, Abigail Hardy.
I'm Abigail Hardy down here court, and the teamwork with Saguaro is electric. But let's just talk about the fan base over here is also electric. They're up 18-6, and it's only the first. Sending it back to you guys.
So I don't know about y'all, but that blasted my ears a little bit. But we apologize for that. I threw my headset down.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little loud, but
Hey,
thank you,
good
Abigail, for all your work.
Great reporting, as always. An 18-6 here, 1:30 left in the first quarter. If you're the Mustangs, you don't want a repeat of last year, so you're going to want to try to chip away here at this first quarter deficit they've put themselves in.
I think they need to move more off the ball. I mean, right now, look, he's on his guy, and then nobody's moving on the side of the Mustangs.
That off-ball movement is what makes good teams into great teams.
They have the design play. Saguaro's moving well to follow their man.
Chamberlain down to Epling. Epling feeds it in. Long shot, no good. Rebounded by Pierce Harrington, who Pierce has been playing excellent. Up and over, and it's good. Unbelievable, Pierce Harrington.
His airtime right now, I mean, his athleticism, his ability to almost float in the air is impressive. Pierce Harrington last season averaged only 7.4 points, but, you know, as a freshman last season, that's still impressive in varsity.
I'm sure he's already met that here in the first quarter.
1.5 steals, or 1.1 steals last season, and 6 down there free throw.
21-6 here with 1 minute remaining. Pierce Harrington, folks, the superstar sophomore, putting on a show here.
Very young team, the SaberCats.
3 starting sophomores. As once again, look at this pesky defense.
I mean, they're on their guys.
DeRozzo's being met immediately at the point of attack. But this time, again, no good. Rebounded by Miller.
And when they do get inside, I mean, the help defense.
And watch Harrington. Will he do it yet again? Yes, he does. The quick layup. It's all Pierce.
Wow. He's just going coast to coast, and there's nothing they can do to stop when he gets moving.
And look at him immediately on defense. And he is hounding everyone who gets the chance he gets the chance to.
And they're not moving.
And you absolutely love to see this if you're Coach Ramirez. Unbelievable performance thus far by the whole team defensively.
Yeah, I think that call there on Javion Smith-Betts is one of those where it's, you know, they're moving, all the athleticism, all the momentum. And it kind of slows the game down.
That's what those superstar players, that's a errant inbound pass. Going to get a quarterback pass. And again, all of these plays in the lane, you just have a limb you have to get around now with this team. There's no lazy defenders on the varsity squad here for the SaberCats. Even on freshman and Jib, we saw them earlier before the broadcast. They were pesky even then.
Certainly, and it's something that I guess trickles down to the JV coaches from Coach Ramirez. And it's also what I would say if you're the Mustangs, like try and slow the game down, but as soon as the ball is inbounded, the SaberCats are all over the offense.
The long two is good. As we get to the end of our first quarter, Saguaro 23, Mustangs 8. It's been all Pierce Harrington thus far here in the first.
I mean, that doesn't even say, like, Nas Haley's still playing a fantastic game. Justice Hines is over there making plays, and it's just Pierce Harrington who, he'll rebound the ball, and he just says, I'll take it myself, and he drives it. And I think one of the things that the main things that could be talked about right now on the side of the Mustangs is slow the ball down, move without the ball. I mean, there's 4 different scenarios where your point guard is at half court, and 3 guys are just standing at the top of the key, and they're not moving at all. You have to be able to move outside the ball in cuts, because if your man is all over you the entire time, set a screen for a guy, set a screen down low. And the Saguaro SaberCats are so disciplined on their defense where they are not playing lazy. They are not playing off on their guys. They are maintaining constant pressure on the defensive side of the basketball.
They are sitting down, as they say. Sit down and just let them come to you. And in some cases, they're not even just letting them. They're going up to them and saying, I'm just going to sit here. You have to deal with me.
And it's forcing the Mustangs to make really bad passes. And it's causing a lot of confusion. And I mean, Pierce Harrington has been on the receiving end of a lot of these errant passes and turnovers.
These fast break opportunities, you know, again, makes or breaks a good team, makes great teams into legendary teams, good teams into great teams, and bad teams into good teams. And this fast break offense is something as I watch here, this is pretty exciting to watch.
I think also the work and Joe Miller in the middle as well. I think he's done a great job of controlling the paint, not letting anything easy come inside. His help defense has been fantastic.
Absolutely here. He's running at a quick elbow shot, and it's good. Number 4 on Saguaro. Isaac not there with the quick elbow midi.
Yeah, I mean, just playing off again. They're playing the zone, and Saguaro's finding a way to beat it.
Durazo's going to take it in to the mid-range. We're going to go for a corner 3, and it's good.
Riley Chamberlain, again, he's been open a lot of times in the corner. Just being able to find him will be the key for the Mustangs.
Hines getting doubled at the point of attack there. Finds this guy on the inside, and who else? Pierce Arrington, no good. Rebound by Miller, as he's going to wrestle for the ball and get helped up by his SaberCat teammates. And there's a lot of energy from both sidelines here.
It looks like the Mustangs will retain possession.
Yeah, it looks like there a lot of energy, a lot of passion from both sidelines here to start this first game of the season.
This battle between Jones and Miller on both sides on the inside will be a fun one to watch as this rest of this game goes on, because they are hand fighting, bodying each other, trying to get the ball down, and a lot of battles already grabbing the ball from each other.
And Miller, again, I believe, as we continue to talk about, unsung hero thus far in this game, setting the tone on the inside, no easy shots, no layups, and then on the other side of the ball, getting these offensive rebounds and sending it back out to his guys to continue the possession.
Yeah, I mean, I think big guys get, they get a lot of praise when they're pulling up for threes or doing step backs and crazy stuff themselves, but it's the underrated stuff they do, setting screens for their guards to be able, their wings to get open, and it's a lot of stuff you don't really see on the stat sheet that really matter the most.
You see, again, he's on a guard right now, guarding a 1 through 5. An invaluable trait here for a center. He's going to go for an inside pass, but trickles off of a Mustang. It's going to be Saguaro basketball.
Yeah, Riley Chamberlain unable to retain that pass. I think Henley Elrod got a little hand in there as well to disrupt that.
Yeah, they're doubling Hines now. They're making everyone else score. For the dunk! Up and down goes Bentley Elrod.
Yeah, I mean, just right there, they tried to double Miller on the inside, and it freed up Elrod.
And again, an inbound pass, Harrington, and 1! This offense and this defense, this is just, it's science right here. Offense, good offense with good defense equals winning basketball.
I mean, it's just quick. The inbound pass, the Mustangs are caught napping. I mean, Saguaro's watching them. They're making none of these plays where you think potentially that an inbound pass would be free. There's nothing free given up on the entire length of the court.
Not at all. 30-11 here with 6:37 remaining here in the second quarter. And again, look, this is just unbelievable what we're seeing from Pierce here in this first half.
You got to be able to take it yourself, and it's passes like that, the jump pass. It's just not good basketball.
And that will be a foul.
I mean, you saw right there, like he jumped, passes up, like you just calm down if you're the Mustangs. And the SaberCats, you want to keep that anticipation, you want to keep that intensity, you want to keep that speed, because right now you are playing out of your mind right now and making the Mustangs make these mistakes.
Absolutely. Mustangs need to settle down if they're going to surmount this deficit they've put themselves here in this second period here. As again, Elrod with the steal, one-on-one, unable to connect there on the drive.
And they're forcing the ball. The Mustangs are forcing it into places. They're playing right into the SaberCats defense, exactly what Coach Ramirez wants them to do.
In this full court press, this is an offenses despise because it makes you work. And it's, again, what teams like Saguaro do to grind you out and grind you down at the end of the game. You're exhausted, but hey, you're up 21 in the second quarter.
I mean, and it's the Mustangs are the ones that are heavy breathing right now, and Saguaro, they're still moving.
Excellent conditioning for sure during the summer. As again, nothing going. Miller going for the steal, diving, trying to get the ball here in the paint. And a bucket there for Durazo.
I mean, that came from Miller falling, but the help defense all over the place. There's not a guy who's going to get an easy shot on the side of the Mustangs.
I said Mustangs are having to work for every single bucket here. Nas, pump fakes the three, goes for the easier two, and unable to connect there.
One of those shots, just want to have that one back, but they are creating their own plays, and it's really working.
In this hound dog defense, Nas Haley creating the turnover once again. How many turnovers have we seen thus far from the Mustangs?
A lot. And it's just a credit to the intensity that Coach Ramirez has these SaberCats playing right now. Like we said, not an easy bucket, not an easy place to go.
Elrod on the inbound to Hines. He's going to get it to Miller. Back him down. And it's going to be a foul.
Yeah, it's going to be an offensive foul, I believe, on Haley. But one of those ones where, I mean, I get it. You're driving the guy down, but at the same time, the defender has his hands around Haley. Not sure I'm the biggest fan of that call, but, you know, with that much intensity and both guys going down, you can see why he would call it that way.
Absolutely. Joe Miller subbing out here after an excellent performance there in the paint, guarding 1 through 5.
So there's the off-ball movement, and it creates that shot.
There you go. And that's how you overcome these deficits. Armani Bennett moving like Devin Armani Booker a little bit with that little mid-range shot. And it's going to be a travel on Saguaro, and this is exactly what you need to do for the comeback. But they're going to call a little bit of some extracurricular there at the end of the play.
I think they just gave two guys techs.
Tee him up.
I know I think one's on Jones, and then Harrington on the reaction to the technical call. They gave one to Pierce. Coach Ramirez not happy with that.
So 2 techs, 1 for each team. And again, you see Coach there not too happy with that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's the intensity both teams are playing at right now. I mean, just all the...
Both of these teams won it bad. And then if we can get, eventually, if you guys can see the student section, these guys have showed out here. Not an empty spot there in the student section. Right behind where Saguaro is aiming to score there. That is an unbelievable advantage there, having your guys behind you at all times.
With both teams playing at this much intensity, you're going to end up with a lot of action.
Bentley, Elrod for 3.
And like you were saying, with this much intensity, this much ball movement, and really on top of each other, you're going to get these type of calls. You're going to get a lot of pushing and shoving around, and it's going to lead to some fouls as Hines finds himself with another call.
These are things that you kind of expect with an intense defensive team like this one. You're going to rack up the fouls early in the game, and that's going just to be the name of the game here. So it's kind of managing that and kind of limiting that as much as you can while providing this intense defense that we've seen so far in this first half.
I think, 5 fouls on the side of Saguaro.
That's the
Jones
bonus.
will shoot.
That is the bonus. 35-15, barring these free throws coming up here. 4:21 remaining here in the second quarter.
Jones, someone who has been really the focal point of this offense. It's kind of running through him right now. He'll line up at the top of the free throw line as he misses his first. And it's one of those guys where they get it into him up top, and then they try and move around outside of him, running through more of the big men.
Absolutely. This free throw is good. 35-16 as they take it up the court. Pierce drives, kicks it to the elbow. As they are not letting Hines breathe at all when he gets the ball. Immediate double teams every single time. They do not want them to be beat by Justice.
And one of the biggest things that'll happen with Justice Hines, I mean, why that was so difficult for him to get out of that, was that when he receives the ball, he immediately looks down. You can't look down. That's just a clear sign of the defenders to jump right on top of you. You got to keep your eyes up and be unpredictable with the basketball.
Miller will take the inbound pass, giving it to Harrington, who takes the long three, and it's good with the D-book slide at the end. Keith Harrington, one of their top 3-ball shooters last season, showing off those skills as well here in this second quarter.
He can't miss right now.
Not at all. Back on defense, Garza with the ball.
No movement.
No movement, and the possession starting to stall out here. Haley on the defense, ripped away. Hey, one-on-one. Will we see flight? We will. Easy layup for Nas Haley.
Right there, they are all over the ball. They're disrupting every passing lane. No passes are easy. They have to almost throw it out of bounds every single time they try and do these bounce passes. That is the Mustangs. They're right there. He's not open. They're moving around. They're shuffling their feet so well.
And a little bit fell asleep there. Ended up still working out in their favor. Nice little move there. Oh my goodness, Gabe Epling. Nice little shimmy and shake.
Yeah, right now, it seems like these Mustangs are going to have to start trying to make their own shots, because if they're not able to get the screens and get open, stuff like that is going to happen.
And then a turnover, but Pierce Harrington's going to scoop it up anyway. Trying to dish it to the corner, unable to connect with number 4 on Saguaro sitting in the corner. One of their bench players there, Isaac, not there.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the intensity. Like, you get an immediate turnover, Saguaro's going to want the ball right back.
They're going to give it. Pierce. Unable to get the rebound, but Bentley Elrod with the rebound. Harrington going to get it this time. No good. Rebound once again. These offensive rebounds not converting this time, but again, extra possessions that the Mustangs just aren't getting right now.
And Miller kind of wanted the call on his arm. I think I saw some contact, but we're going to let him play.
Epling, another bucket. Cuts it to a 40-21 deficit.
Gabe Epling really is this Mustangs team right now. He just got the turnover on the defensive side. Obviously, Harrington got it back, but right now, last 5 points has been him.
But Bentley Elrod answers right back with a 3 of his own.
They aren't closing out on those 3 balls. Elrod twice now.
Again, a little dribble drive. Quick bucket there for Armani Bennett. Lob down to the corner. Takes the shot. Unable to connect there. And those are shots that you're going to want to sit in the gym afterwards after the game and try to perfect. And he's going to go make it up ending with the rebound. Pierce Harrington, we see flights and we see a bucket.
He is just outstanding right now when he drives inside. And a little bit with what's going on the side of the Mustangs, like you had a lot of Sabercats trailing. You could have slowed it down, try and get somebody to cut inside. Instead, they're trying to take it one-on-one right now.
Mustangs getting close to matching their point total from last season in this matchup. So definitely a much better team this season, but Saguaro,
a much different squad under Daryl Jones right now. They are matching the intensity. He's unable to score those buckets, and the Sabercats are really, I think the turnovers are the biggest difference maker right now.
And that's going to be a delay of game. Nothing there. Kind of had Armani Bennett stuck in the corner there.
Great defense on the side of the Sabercats to force that shot clock violation.
Shot clock violations as we get Pierce Harrington taking it up the court.
You could try and get a 2-for-1 if you're the Sabercats right now. 50
seconds and counting. Backing them down, takes the screen. Given what the defense takes, gives them. Unable to connect. That will be a foul on the Mustangs, it looks like.
A lot of grabbing going on with Harrington. Drives in the paint there. Sick and tired of him having free passes, and that's one of those subtle ways you can foul him on those plays. Give him a little contact. Be like, hey, we're not going to let you get in easily anymore.
Absolutely. You know, talking to Pierce during our press conference on Saturday, he is the exact opposite type of person you would expect. You know, very, very laid back, very to himself, very, very, very shy. But you see him on the court right here. It's like he becomes a different person as he nails both free throws, and he's become really the offensive engine of this team in this first game.
When he was pulled out earlier in the first quarter, he was angry. He's walking down, like shaking his head. He wants to be on that court, and he wants to continue working.
You see that defense there and trying to snag the rebound, unable to retrieve it on that one. But look at him fighting every single possession.
Yeah, two SaberCats unable to really get in contact there. Led to the mishap on the offensive side, or excuse me, on the defensive rebound.
Again, 28-9 remaining here. 47-23 is your score.
Mustangs, I mean, look at these inbound passes. There's the design play.
Rebound
able to hit home
by Elrod. Harrington takes it up the court. Drive. And a bucket from Nas Haley.
I mean, just to fight through the contact and still get your shot up. It's just impressive stuff. Stuff you really, it's hard to teach that.
Nothing easy here. Now, all these are difficult shots that they're making as we draw closer to the end of the first half. As we had to travel with 2.5 seconds remaining, 49-23. Let's see if they're able to get a bucket before the end of the first half. Who this goes to?
Be a design play, trying to get it into Harrington or Haley. Let's get into Haley.
They're able to take a shot from the SaberCat logo. No good, but your score, 49-23. We're going to have a quick conversation, of course, with Coach Lucas Ramirez with my good friend on color commentary, Niall. Take it away.
Yeah, we'll have Coach here in just a second. Come join me right now. Coach Lucas Ramirez. Coach, talking a lot about the intensity through your timeouts, making sure you're full court pressing, getting on your man. What kind of culture intensity you're trying to bring here tonight?
Yeah, I mean, that's who we say we want to be. I don't think our intensity is anywhere near where it could be. We have a long way to go. We're being very undisciplined defensively. So against a real quality opponent, that's going to end up hurting us. So we have to find a way to fix it. So the message at halftime is going to be even more disciplined than we were in the first half, because we really weren't at all, to be honest with you. Quit taking chances and gambling and just work, for a possession, get a stop, and then get out and go. But, hey, these games are challenging. Games like this are probably harder than back and forth games, because fighting the human condition to just kind of ease up a little bit, take it easy. So we'll be on these guys at half, and hopefully the second half's a little bit better for you.
Coach, what do you think of Pierce Harrington right now? He's making shots all over the court, driving up, floating almost a minute.
No, he's a special kid. He's a special kid. He makes things happen. I need him to be a little bit more disciplined on defense, though. So we'll talk about that at half.
All right, thank you,
thanks.
Coach. It's halftime here between Saguaro SaberCats and the Sahuarita Mustangs. Keithan Thomas, my name is Niall Rosenberg on color. Keithan, what did you really see that really was one of the bigger game changers? So
Warriors, we know, mixed with stretches where they try to find their rhythm. Steph Curry continues to be the steady hand, delivering efficient offense, and keeping them in games with big shooting nights. While the team is still working on tightening rotations and getting more consistent defensive stops, younger players and bench pieces are stepping up with energy minutes and hustle plays. And over in OKC, the Thunder are proving once again why they're one of the most dangerous young teams in the league. SGA keeps putting up MVP-level performances, controlling games with effortless pace and elite defense. Jet Holmgren stretches the floor, protects the rim, and gives them a modern big that unlocks their whole system. Jalen Williams continues his rise with strong two-way play and big scoring bursts. With fast-paced, strong ball movement and an aggressive defense, OKC looks more and more like a legit contender each week. This is Anastasia Rostelli with the Varsity Sports Show.
This is Manu Gupta from Houston with the Varsity Sports Show, and on this week's halftime report, I'll be going back in time to 1990, the last time the University of Houston faced Arizona State in football before this season. I had an interview with Houston Special Assistant to the head coach Don Landholm. He has strong ties to Arizona State as he was on their coaching staff from 1987 to 1991 as a defensive graduate assistant, and Landholm was on the sideline the last time the Cougars faced Arizona State 35 years ago on December 1st, 1990. That was a special game in the Tokyo Dome in Japan. It was called the Coca-Cola Classic, a regular season game played in Tokyo from 1977 to 93. Houston won that game 62-45 in an incredible offensive masterpiece.
Well, it was brutal from the Arizona State side. Houston had just gotten involved with the passing offense, and they were on the cutting edge of it, and they were scoring points like mad, and we did not stop them all day. So from the game experience, it was not good. The experience going to Tokyo was outstanding.
Cougars obliterated the Sun Devils through the air as quarterback David Klinger set what was an NCAA record of 716 yards passing on 41 outstanding completion with 7 touchdown passes. That record stood for 24 years until Connor Halliday at Washington State threw for 734 yards before Mahomes did it in 2016. 3 different Houston wide receivers crossed 100 yards. That included Manny Hazard with 201 yards and 3 touchdowns. We will be seeing these two programs face each other quite a bit now in the Big 12. This is Manu Gupta from Houston.
Which could lead all the way down to your legs. This caused him to miss the first 14 games of the season, but don't fret, James is back. This also comes after LeBron James was moved to the G League team for the Lakers, the South Bay Lakers. This would be his first time in his career playing at that G level. However, he was cleared to move back up before even touching the South Bay court. Tuesday was his first game of the season against the Utah Jazz, and the Lakers came out on a top with a 140-125 win for James' debut. This has to be a sigh of relief for James, especially now that he's able to share the court with his family. For Varsity Sports, my name is Blessing Frazier reporting.
Hi, I'm Jasmine Dickmans here with the Varsity Sports Show. And this Friday, I will be at Yuma High School where the Gila Ridge Hawks will take on the Coconino Panthers in the 4A quarterfinals of football. Something really interesting. Yuma's football head coach is one of the few female head coaches in high school football in the country and the only one currently in Arizona. Jessica Slaughter has been working as a head coach for 5 years. She is from Yuma and went to Gila Ridge High School herself. She played guard and tackle during her freshman and sophomore years and was on the staff a couple years prior to becoming a head coach for the varsity team of Gila Ridge Hawks. However, she'd rather be recognized as the coach of a successful team of the Hawks than be the first female coach in Arizona. She wants to build the program and help the kids play. The Gila Ridge Hawks already have an impressive season with 10 wins and just 1 loss. They have won all of their home games this season. Their opponent, the Coconino Panthers, have also been on a steady roll, winning their last 4 games. Either way, this matchup is going to be very exciting. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and let's get back to the game. This is Jasmine Dickmans with Varsity Sports Show.
Hey everyone, welcome to the halftime segment of your game on the Varsity Sports Show. My name is Ethan Troll from the Arizona State University. Let's dive into the video. Girls high school flag football has slowly been on the rise for quite some time these last few years, now with over 105 schools and counting having a team. The AIA commenced playoffs and state championships starting in 2023 and currently have them for divisions 3A, 4A, 5A, and 6A. For viewership, it has grown, but not as much as parents would have hoped for. However, with the help of the Arizona Cardinals, they have sent out broadcast crews to select games and stream them on their official YouTube channels, bringing in over 2,000 viewers each video. All state championships will be played at Corona del Sol on November 23rd starting from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., starting with the 3A at 11 a.m., 4A at 1:30 p.m., 5A at 4 p.m., and 6A at 7 p.m. That'll do it for this segment on the Varsity Sports Show. Thank you all so much for tuning into the halftime segment. My name is Ethan Troll, and enjoy your game.
APAC is your one-stop source for all your automotive and heavy-duty air conditioning parts, supplies, and equipment. They're family-owned and have been the Valley's go-to for all your auto AC needs since 1982. Whether it's for your everyday or vintage car, commercial, or off-road vehicle or equipment, APAC has you covered. Call APAC, AAPAK, the AC experts at 602-254-1116 and ask for the Varsity Special to get 10% off your purchase.
And welcome back. We're getting set for the second half, but first we have a courtside report from Abigail Hardy about the first half's events. Abigail, take it away.
After the half, Pierce Harrington has 25 of those 49 going into the half, and this is only the first half. Let's see what the Sabercats can come up with next. Sending it back to you guys.
Thank you. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Abigail, for the reporting there. 25 points for Harrington to start this first game of the season, as this offense is still off to the races. Bentley Elrod, oh my goodness, went for the dunk. And it just catapulted out of the hoop there. It'll be a turnover instead.
Yeah, a little too much emphasis on the dunk from Elrod. Bad passing right there.
Comes up, getting himself third time's a charm. Nope, no good. Rebounded once again by the Mustangs. Again, 51-23 as we have 6:52 remaining.
Carry on Riley Chamberlain as a little more disciplined defense, something that Coach Ramirez talked with me a lot about, was saying discipline on defense. They love what's going on offense. He actually highlighted Harrington as one of the people who really is playing a fantastic game offensively, but on the defensive side, he really needs to lock in and play a better game. He also leads the entire game in fouls so far tonight.
So lots to improve on both sides of the ball, even with the 25-point scoring defensive side of the ball and then the controlling the fouls. That's going to be vital as the season draws on, just improving on every single aspect. And that's, again, what makes great teams great, is the hunger to improve every single game, every single half, every single possession. As we had a lob pass that's intercepted. It's a little bit of a slow start for the Sabercats. As a volleyball spike was sent.
Yeah, it looks like Hines may have tried to reach the roof with his head. He got about halfway there for that block. Just the athleticism shown by Justice Hines.
Again, lots of just amazing athletes on this team here. We saw the flights that Harrington took. We see, again, Bentley's been going up. And Haley and all of these excellent players as the missed three, but the easy rebound, and I'm not sure Coach is going to like that one too much.
Yeah, no boxing out right there.
But they're going to get the quick transition foul for number 3, Justice Hines, who's going to take it to the free throw line.
Back on the defensive side for the Sabercats, one of the main things is they have guys open in the corner almost every single possession, and they're really trying to get around it, not the eyes of their point guard, Bennett, really not getting to that corner. And it's something that if the Mustangs can start doing, they can start to chip back into this lead, because, I mean, with those 3 balls wide open, you're going to make more than you're going to miss. As Hines missed both.
So he's going to get the rebound himself, so the possession lives on. Still Saguaro basketball, as they're going to go ahead and inbound it. And at some point, too, you also got to remember, it's the time game is going to run out here on the Mustangs here. It's going to be another foul, this time on number 30.
Yeah, it's really a lot of chippiness, a lot of intensity.
And Haley, there we go.
Haley's just a bigger guy right there. I mean, it's one of those things where Haley is going to win these size matchups with a lot of the Mustangs, and so getting him the ball inside will work wonders.
Again, nothing entering the paint. They're all on the perimeter. That offense ran for the Mustangs. As they get a quick run up the court. Hines takes it up the court. Shot. Unable to connect. And this is something that, again, these are the small things you need to improve as the season progresses. Hines trying to have a better shooting percentage from the charity stripe here.
Yeah, Haley was the one to really draw these fouls in the first half, and Hines is doing it right now. in the second, and Durazo 2 times now wide open at the top of the 3-point line. Those are ones you're going to have to sink if you want to try and cut back into this lead. But the SaberCats overall, nothing easy inside. Starting to really develop some of these plays that I'm guessing head coach Daryl Jones told them to design during the break. And so some of the SaberCats will have to pay attention to.
Hines unable to connect once again, but another rebound by Elrod Pierce. No good rebound once again. And these offensive rebounds, it's been on this side of the court for a very long time now.
It's been the guards mostly.
Joe Miller unable to connect on that one, but another trip to the charity stripe the SaberCats will take.
Big high five from Coach Ramirez to Hines right there on that offensive board. I mean, Hines is really one of the biggest hustlers on this team so far tonight. I mean, going up there, trying to send the ball back to, I don't even know where on those plays, but he's also in there on offensive boards. He is everywhere. And when your guards move like that, you know you're creating a great culture and your wings are moving so well. It just shows the amount of intensity that the guys on the bench are going to bring and the rest of your team.
Again, that dog mentality, that's something that they preach over here in Saguaro's hallowed halls. As we're going to get 2 connections from the charity stripe, 55-25, 30-point lead here for the SaberCats. Commanding lead.
Commanding, to say the least.
Absolutely. Again, another ball that trickles out of bounds there, setting up a inbound possession for the Mustangs.
I mean, it's every pass that is going to be thrown. There's going to be a hand somewhere nearby, not always making contact, but making it more difficult every single time.
Gabe Epling been playing excellent basketball here.
Yeah, I mean, there's supposed to be desire on the defensive side with Epling, but his offensive ability to create his own shot has done wonders.
The drive to the basket and the bucket for Justice Hines.
I mean, the amount of times he's driven in just like that and gotten fouled, unable to get the and one. Finally, he's able to force one up and get it in the net.
Absolutely. Quick pass out. Almost a steal there from Harrington. And instead the ball's loose, and there we go. Trying to deflect it off of him, but again, look at the hustle, look at the effort from Harrington.
And it is such a skill in basketball to be able to reach in, knock the ball out, and not hit your guy. It hit his arm and his body, and it's something that the SaberCats have done so well. Haley is one of the best at it I've seen so far tonight. Right there.
Again, another look at it. He'll take flight for an easy little money layup.
It's just those right there. The ability to reach and knock the ball out of their hands, and the full press is back on. I mean, again, nothing easy the SaberCats are ever going to give up.
This is film that other teams are going to see. They're going to be like, when we play Saguaro, it is not going to be an easy game.
No, not at all.
Look at how pesky these guys are. Again, another block as we get another quick transition down the court. Fast break. Hines drives. Easy. Bucket.
He slowed it down perfectly. He slowed it down, and then his defender got caught standing straight up. You don't want to get straight. You want to keep your knees bent and keep it side to side.
We're going to check in on Coach Lucas Ramirez, hyping up his team 61-27 with 3:39 remaining here in the third quarter.
Next possession down. That dude's tiny guard. Post. Clear off the side for Joe, and he's going to Post. Hey, in the event we don't have anything, remember we need a 45 cut coming opposite, right? So let's do this. You're gonna get a bucket here. We're gonna run it again. If they still don't take you away, then let's hit a 45 cut off of that. All right, it's gonna work. No let up. Cats on 3. 1, 2, 3.
And you heard it. You heard it from Coach there. You know the exact message they're going to feed Mr. Joe Miller here coming up here in these next few possessions.
I mean, it's so easy for him to just sit in the key, in the paint, and just be able to create offense off of that. A lot of the great offenses in the NBA, I mean, you look at the Denver Nuggets, for example, it runs through Jokic. And so when he's talking about the 45 cut, he's talking about on the baseline, towards the baseline, cutting towards the middle, and making it easy buckets for your wings, where the defenders are so caught up on stopping the big man inside, it leads to easy buckets from your cutting wings.
See, now I know what a 45 cut is. See, I'm learning more and more about basketball as the day progresses.
I mean, it's just a great way to run your offense, especially when you're outsizing the other team. It's attacking the inside as Saguaro has. I mean, obviously Elrod with some amazing threes shot from the perimeter, but when you're outsizing a team, just playing inside, playing more physical, tiring them out is going to just make your job so much easier, not only on the offensive side, but the defensive side.
It's straight up bullying is what it feels like. Straight up, just making them have to make impossible choices on defense. And it's going to be a missed opportunity there for Durazo, but they're going to get the offensive rebound, and they'll capitalize on that one.
Looks like there's a wet spot right in the paint. Nas Haley slipped. Allowed his man to get open.
Thankful that they didn't result in anything worse than
100%.
just a little bit of a trip. And then here we go. As we heard, as Joe Miller begins his feast here, Thanksgiving next week, he's starting a little bit early.
So when Coach said he's going to get you a bucket, that means he's going to cut inside on his big man. He's going to be able to drive in and get the shot. The next one, you're going to watch Nas Haley on the close sideline towards Saguaro. He's going to cut in, and Miller's going to feed him the ball for the easy bucket.
And here we go. Fast breaks. Let's see if they're able to actually capitalize on that. We'll see that on the next possession as easy buckets.
Not on a fast break opportunity, but it's a design play that.
And this is where the score starts getting run up here, where we saw that 100.75-point deficit happen last year.
Yeah. Strong defense.
Very, very pesky defense. Miller letting nothing happen here. Once again, a fast break. Unable to connect Hines. Just a little off on that connection there. But again, just excellent offense from all around. Yeah, you look at Hines on these fast breaks. Joe Miller in the paint right there. And, of course, Pierce Harrington with that excellent first half. Bentley Elrod hitting those 2 threes here. Again, as we get another steal from Hines. And he's just been absolutely a dog here on this defensive side of the ball, getting 2 quick, easy one-on-one buckets here at the end of the end.
I think you're starting to become a broken record with Hines steal. He is all over the place. A workhorse.
He just snags it. That's my ball, he says. Harrington's going to drive it up the court, and here we go. That's what we talked about earlier.
Nat with the drive. Oh,
almost connecting with the and one opportunity. Instead, it's going to be 2.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a foul on the SaberCats.
We're third foul. And again, these are things you're going to see in film and see as the year progresses. These are things you'll improve from game 1 all the way to the playoffs, right? These are things you're going to look back on and be like, how much we've improved here on the season.
Yeah, I think, like when Coach Ramirez was saying, a lot of the defensive intensity, not only intensity, but the discipline. We've certainly seen some flying hands, a lot of fouls coming from the SaberCats, but at the same time, it's the cost of the amount of turnovers they've gotten so far.
Joe Miller drives. Once again, the feast continues.
Shown by Saguaro right now.
69-28, 40-point deficit as we have 56 seconds, remaining here in the third quarter.
A lot of wet spots going on the court right now. A couple ones. I think they cleaned up the one on the other side that Haley slipped on earlier, but Joe Miller really becoming the focal point of the offense in the second half. They're running a lot through him. Obviously, it was Harrington before. He's out right now, sitting in front of us on the bench. But Miller is someone who, when it comes down to it, you want to play nitty-gritty basketball. He's someone you could definitely run your offense through. He's been strong, making plays all night long.
And it completes the and one, Joe Miller. It has been basically him having his early Thanksgiving dinner here on the court. And again, something I'm noticing is another steal. It's almost every possession. Oh, the deflection, that could have been a and one opportunity, but instead it'll be a couple of free throws once again.
Yeah, Smith Betts on the steal and the drive. And it's passed down, right? You see Hines do it, you see Haley do it, you see Harrington do it. They are going to drive. They are going to make your point guard's life miserable. If there aren't if there's a movement, and one thing, where are the screens for these guys? Where are these screens right now coming from your bigs on the side of the Mustangs? Free up your point guard. And then with that, roll to the basket. Make the SaberCats play towards the hoop. Because right now, they're up on the half-court line, and there's nowhere for them to go. You have to free up offense, and it just hasn't happened so far.
It's been a good while since we've seen some offense run in the paint here from the Mustang. It's been all outside the perimeter, outside the three-point line, as we get a quick 2 free throws.
And with head coach Daryl Jones, I mean, his team is still playing a solid game of basketball. I just think they just need to free up some shots. It's been kind of a me ball. And right now, I mean, look at the intensity. There is nobody open. And obviously you draw the foul there. And I think that's one thing that Eppley has really been able to do tonight is free up his own shots, get open, draw the fouls, and really try and lean into what Coach Ramirez has called a lot of very undisciplined defense.
And what's crazy about this, they're up 72-29. This is undisciplined. This is undisciplined for them. They don't like how they've given up 29 points. They would ideally give up 0.
Yeah, I mean, certainly. It's well, you're never going to give up 0 points. That's just impossible. But if you can keep them to a low score while really running your offense however you want it to, it's something that's going to breed confidence throughout your entire team.
We'll see more from Bennett. Tries it in the quick kick. No good. Rebound once again. And they're going to drive down the court with 4 seconds remaining. Takes a shot up, and it's going to be SaberCat ball. And these are physical fouls, physical drives that they're taking here. As we'll get. We're getting rid of that quick inbound here with 2.6 seconds. Let's see what their quick shot attempt is. Shots up. No good. But despite that, 72-29 here. Saguaro SaberCats with the lead. We're going to cut it back to, once again, Abigail Hardy for a quick sideline report. Abigail, take it away.
The SaberCats have 1 quarter left of their first game opener. They're up 79 points. Isn't that crazy? The energy here is electric. I mean, you can hear it from the sidelines. The teammate is working, and this is just the first game. We'll see you in the last quarter.
It's 72-29. It feels like 79 points, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely. And I mean, the student section is swanging. The intensity Abigail's talked about all night. I mean, the student section certainly showing out, giving Javin Jones a lot of. We'll call it tough love, Keithan. We'll call it tough love, but
I was going to go with choice words. They're specific words they've picked out specifically for him. It's his Christmas present a little bit. Don't you think?
Yeah, they are not enjoying some of the game of basketball the Mustangs are playing. But they gotta love the intensity, the showmanship the SaberCats have been able to produce.
And here we go. You can hear.
So watch for this 45 cut. You see the last time it went to Miller down inside. Watch that on this corner cut.
And here we go. Watch it all in action. Unable to connect there, just Hines, but Miller grabbing the rebound, but pushed out of bounds. And this is a very physical style that the Mustangs are playing here at the end of this game.
Yeah, I mean, the cut. Excuse me. Sorry. No, that's my bad. The cut was there. It went to Elrod on the elbow, and the cut was there from Haley. It was well defended on the side of the Mustangs. But, partner, it's been such an interesting game. I mean, just full of turnovers. I don't think I've ever seen this many turnovers out of one team so far.
I mean, this pesky defense, this dog mentality that they've preached all off season, paying dividends here, at least in this first game. As Joe Miller is going to take it on the fast break. Corner three, no good. Right off the backboard there.
That was better ball movement from the Mustangs, wasn't it? I mean, they were able to spread the ball out and get free those open shots where the wide open shots really haven't been there.
And at this point, you're down 43 points, if my math is mathing. Right now, it's time to take as many positives as you can, trying to improve on the little things here and there, as we're going to start to see some of our bench players check into the game.
Yeah, I mean, starting to clear out the bench. Big round of applause for these SaberCats that have really brought home such a dominant win. And we'll talk, obviously, with Coach Ramirez post-game, see his thoughts on everything, but I mean, just the play of his starters and mainly his guards have really just been outstanding. As
we'll hear from him.
Let's hear from him right now.
We're going to hear from him. Let's take a listen.
Come out in zone. Go 2-3. 2-3. Still nothing easy. Protect the front of the rim. But hey, zone. Just trip him up here. Right here. Let's go. Cats on 3. 1, 2, 3.
And then you heard right there that 2-3 zone. That's what they're going to run. No easy buckets. Protect the rim. Let them try to force the issue.
Yeah, for those who don't know, the 2-3 zone, you'll have two close up on the key, on the 2 free throw lines, on the 2 3-point line. It looks like it'll be number 13, Ikena Epham, and Hines. Or excuse me, it'll be Harrington. And then the 3 down low, you'll have one close in the post. That's where Hines is. He'll play down low. One will play in the middle, and then one will play on the outside.
It's Harrington with the steal and with the bucket.
Yeah, so if you can imagine, you'll see them line up in this right now. You have the 2 up top, you have the 3 towards the back end towards the baseline. It's a typical 2-3 zone defense, and the way to beat it is by cuts and inside moves.
And these defense, talking about the cuts, that's by 1,000 cuts this defense is giving this Mustangs offense. Quick scores on the other end of the ball, and just turnover after turnover, steal after steal, deflection after deflection.
Yeah, the block from Owen Hardy on one end, Evan Barron on the other side with the layup, and the bench is still doing it very well.
Again, I definitely want to see the total count of all of the steals we've gotten here tonight. It's got to be in the 30s.
Oh, easily, yeah. It's just been an absolute clinic. Even though we're up so much, it's the mentality, the continuation that it doesn't matter what it is. We are going to impose our will on the other team.
He's getting there. Still trying to get that offense going. Pierce Harrington will be smacked there a little bit.
I mean, Harrington's not just showing off with those moves and really getting in Jones' head, and Jones is not happy walking back down to his bench.
Harrington finally checks out there. I think I have a sneaking suspicion of who our player of the game is there. Yeah. I'm not totally sure, but something tells me it'll be number 5.
Yeah, we'll see his calm and reserved demeanor you said off the court. See how that plays into it.
I think off the court and on the court, you said he's mad. He's off the court right now. They're up 76-29, and he still wants to keep playing. And that's just like the heart of a competitor.
Yeah, I mean it's you always want people who love the game, right? And he's someone who obviously is very infatuated with it. As the Mustangs are trying to get some defense together. I think it's strong. They're closing out well. That wasn't really happening in that first half. Creating open shots like that right there.
Gavin, build on this. Build on what you can get together here in this fourth quarter and head into this next game with all of that momentum you've gained and all that experience you've gained here. Again, quick shot to the elbow here. Top of the key once again. Drive spins. Easy, quick layup bucket. And this offense is running like clockwork right now as we have a running clock. I just realized that.
And it's the cuts. It's just the ball movement that the SaberCats have been able to produce. Everybody on the bench got up and said, he's open, he's open. And they got it to him.
Unable to connect on that one. Let's see if they can get to 80. Bit of a missile of a pass there as time starts to wind down here. Now of this game, of this game, what is something that stood out to you that we haven't really talked about? We've talked about the Pierce Harringtons, the Nas Haleys, the Joe Millers. What has stood out to you about this team as we get into these closing minutes here in the fourth quarter?
I think it's the type of defense. Like, they switch it up so much. We saw the 2-3 zone to start it out. They went to man following. And on the other side, like right there, boom, the 2-3, you have a guy in each area. And they even went to 3-2 later on. When it's Harrington, Hines, Haley, a lot of times they'll run the 3-2 zone where you're going to close off that three-point line. When they started shooting the threes and making them, they switched the defense instantly. And the adjustments from Coach Ramirez is severely underrated.
Absolutely. The three-headed monster of Hines, Haley, and Harrington. Triple H, if you will.
I was about to say. The game.
The game. Top of the key once again. Again, valuable experience. The bench goes up. The threes came out, unable to connect on that one. And again, 2 minutes, 12 seconds remaining here. I wonder if we can get that to like be a thing. The Triple H, like
Triple H, yeah.
Get him to tweet it, maybe. I don't know. He's a little busy these days, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, and on top of it, it's really great defensive play outside of, I mean, the three guards that are sitting together on the bench, and the Triple H, as it looks like number 23, Cash Cleveland will come in. Claflin, excuse me, will come in. Everybody on the bench, very excited to see him get some minutes.
You saw the bench get excited that he's coming in too. Oh, I would like to see him maybe get a shot up here with 1 minute 20 as we have the running clock.
Yeah.
Quick drive, the easy layup as 82 points, 34. As time slowly trickles down.
And as a player, you love to see your student section show out as much as they are right now.
And there you go. He's gonna get in, I think, right? Here he goes.
Yeah, what a good teammate play. Draw the foul, allow his buddy to come in. Those are the type of guys you love to have as teammates, where it's not all about me, it's about us as a team. And the way they play defense definitely shows that as well.
Here we go. Look at him. He's already up defending on the inbound. Look at that. Every single player on this roster is bought in, and that's not even on varsity. Again, we mentioned earlier, the freshmen and the JV games, every single person in this program is bought into this dog mentality.
Is Claflin right there, getting in on that strong defensive play.
All right, 30 seconds. We might see a little bit of a dribble out here.
Yeah, what a show of help from Coach Ramirez and the rest of the team. As the Mustangs aren't giving up, even with that lead.
Gotta respect that.
Yeah, and respect from Coach Ramirez. Just dribble it out. Like, we don't need any more points. Just slow it down. We've won this game.
Let's head home healthy, right?
Yeah, definitely.
15 seconds and counting. And as we end our game, we're going to finally get started. He get the steal. All right.
We got to get it past half court.
4, 3. Oh, they're sending the dog after him. But your final score, Saguaro Sabercats 82, Sahuarita Mustangs 34. And that will be your final here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, just a strong showing from the Sabercats. I mean, we've highlighted so much that defensive intensity and the play of Pierce Harrington, Hines, and his crowd, and hopefully signs of great things to come for the Sabercats team.
Absolutely here. As we get ready to end our opening night broadcast. What is something that you saw tonight that you will take with you as the season progresses here?
I just want to see that defensive intensity continue, and something that the Sabercats will hopefully be able to play with all season long. And just real quick, I'd like to give a shout out to our camera people. We have Heaven up on cam 1, we have Cole on cam 2, and thank you, Jan, for your help as TD.
My name's been Keaton Thomas. I've been doing play-by